in this computer. Okay. Just before I start, hello, Ji, good evening. Can you hear me? Hello, Ji has kept himself mute. iPhone, who is this iPhone?
So that is me, Srikanth PT, sir.
Yeah.
My laptop speaker doesn't work, so I have dialed in via device and phone.
Okay, okay, no issues. But next time I will not allow you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
No, just joking. Make yourself comfortable in any type you wish. That's okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The idea here is that you should be able to understand. That's the main thing.
Definitely,
And
sir.
I wish I had some good news to share with you, but still, as of now, I'm not getting any good news. Let's begin. It's just 1 minute, okay? 1 minute बाद ही शुरू करेंगे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Any views on just from you, first of all, any views on the market as of now? Anybody? Krishna?
No, Dada. Just one view. I think bottoming process has started because volatility is increasing.
Bottoming process has started, and how many long days do you think the bottom will continue?
No idea.
No idea. Okay. And any other views? Krishna, Shubhata, Kiran?
I'm expecting another 500-600 points down.
You are expecting another 500-600 points down.
Yeah, it's 16,750.
Okay.
16,500 to 16,700.
Shubhata is saying 16,500 to 700. Almost all are bearish by any means. Well, the market is in fact bearish. There's no doubt about it. See, what I'm expecting is you can take it this way. Let me go to bank index. Perhaps that will give me a better clue. Well, it's 8:01. I've just started the meeting, and I hope I press the recording button. Huh? Yeah, recording is on. Okay. See, in Bank Nifty, we have got a symmetrical triangle formation. Okay. Now, in this particular case, the projection of this is quite scary from this level also. Mind it, when it goes to projection, 65 to 70% of the time it works, and the remaining 25 to 30 to 35% it does not work. Now, if Bank Nifty falls by so much, it can be 36,700, which is almost equivalent to this particular October low. No, rather it has crossing the October low, and we have a gap around this level. This is where we can expect somewhere here. That is around 36,850 on a broader scale. And obviously, in this case, your stop loss here will be any failure of this pattern. That is, if it moves above this particular, if it moves into the symmetrical triangle area, that would be the stop loss. And one should not be too much hanky-panky on the exact projection on the downside, because on the upside, this in chart pattern, if you study chart pattern, on the upside, projection might exceed a little, but on the downside, generally what is seen that it falls short of the projection. So I would take it this way, somewhere around 37,300 to 500 would be a better place where we can expect this horizontal this fall to halt. Okay, this is not my view. Amit, so are we in the process of bottoming? Amit Tarangi.
No.
In that case, I'm not in the process of bottoming. But डर तो उसी सही लग रहा है कि most likely we may have this type of levels. And the reason, the main reason which I am suspecting is somewhere here in Dow. Just see this. If you see more or less, we have a rectangle type or double bottom, double top, whatever language you say it, this type of 34,300 to 32,600, that is almost 1,800 points from here. That takes us to 31,000. So wahan par bhi, and not only that, even if we have a pullback, say we have a pullback from here, it will be very tough for Dow Jones to move beyond this level. And the way the things have started in USA, I'm not a bank expert, but the way news is coming every other day, kahin kya karega, nahi karega, I've got my own doubts. But let's take it this way. Any pullback, it will be very tough for Dow to cross this particular zone. And on the downside, obviously, how much is it? An exact value, 34,300 to 32,500, 1,800 odd points from this level, which is coming to around 31,000. That's the idea. That's the minimum. And mind it, this type of a formation, ye jo aap formation dekh rahe hain na, it's more of a, to me, it is more of a saucer formation. Could be something good happens from here, it goes up, then again falls down. So right now, I would say it this way, do not think of a major bottom. Some bad days are still there. This is in brief. Any other views or any counter comments on this?
Sir, not in this, sir. Bank Nifty has a gap at the level which you have told, 37,028 to 36,800 around.
Are you talking about this one?
Yes.
36? Yeah. Could be. This could be an area where the fall might stop.
Even in the
Let me
Nifty also.
Now, let me just check how it, where it was in that, actually where it was, if we take this one. Yeah, you have a gap here too, quite an interesting place. Perhaps we might. And if we go by the moving averages, do we come across any, if we go the weekly, I mean to say, weekly, what was the level we were talking about in daily?
Daily, sir. Daily.
Yeah. 36,808. Okay. Let's see it in weekly. A shade below, well, this can happen. It had, because the bottoms generally happen very fast. It comes a shade below this one, 37,600. Baapre, ye bhi to 100 point hai. Theek hai, let's see. Let it come there. Presently, it closed just at the 50-week SMA. But still, overall trend is downward. That's the idea.
Under Nifty 166.
How much is it coming in Nifty?
166. This
one.
27 July 2022.
27 July. This is the one.
That's it.
Yes, you can take it that way. That would be somewhere nearby. And this is the one. Okay. Acha, I just want information from your side as regards to what is the effect of commodity prices when inflation rises, because I'm not an expert on it, let me be honest.
Me, sir.
Anybody who can.
No,
Anybody can chip in on that. Effect of commodity prices when inflation rises.
Gold should increase and crude should increase, right?
Now, I'm particularly interested in what I'm seeing. I'm particularly interested in this one, the metal sector. As of now, there is nothing, but somebody told me that if the commodity price, if inflation rises, commodity price will increase, and in that case, metals may outperform. I'm not sure about it. Please do recheck it. But keep in that case, why I'm saying it, Fed will be bound to step in today or tomorrow about the entire hangama which is being created. Now, in that case, your Tata Steel and all, which is taking support at this 200-day SMA, and well, on the upper side, it has just, I believe, it is just above the first breakdown level. Keep an eye on it. I'm not saying that jump into it, but just keep an eye on it. Let's see how it fares. And what are the other ones? Sorry, this is JSW Energy. Just keep an eye. Might be the base ban raha hai ki nahi, I'm not sure about it, but keep yourself posted on the metal stocks. It can be JSW Steel, it can be, and now mind it, BEDL is again the scanner and all those things. When a scanner means nobody will like to touch it right away. So that's another thing, but all the same, have a close eye on it. Okay. Now, shall I take the queries one by one? Pragji had sent us a monthly. Yeah, Prag, can you explain this one? Pragji?
Hello, am I
Yeah, yes, you are.
the query? Actually, the 18 EMA, it is here.
Okay.
It's perplexing. It is between the
And this is a daily chart or a no, it's a monthly chart, I believe, right?
sir, regarding the commodity aspect. Actually, you are right, but the interest rate scenario also, because the increase in interest.
Your voice is choking sometimes. Nobody heard anything after increase in interest rate.
Increase in interest rate is a very big what do you call the commodity prices. I mean,
Now, you are saying that increase in interest rate is negative for commodity prices, correct? Can you just write the thing in Telegram? I will just share it with others because your voice is choking. Your voice is not clear. Just write here. But actually, you write the, yeah, it's typing. That's quite important. Just let us go by it. Inflation leads to increase in commodity prices, but increase in interest rate is a dampener for commodity prices. That's what I'm exactly saying, because interest rate may not increase from here, or rather by giving any swaps to the bank in USA, it will be almost equivalent of decreasing the interest rate. So again, that might lead to inflation prices. And that is why I'm saying, if it so happens that the inflation rises, but interest rate is not cut. Interest rate is not raised. It might lead to upside movement in commodity.
sir, but the point here is, I mean, the way overall.
Your voice is again choking, or rather we are not able to hear. You may please write it in details. Prag, let's do one thing. It is your duty to please give a detailed view on this Telegram channel itself after the year is over.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, that will do. Okay, sir. From the monthly chart perspective, I mean, it is, I mean, almost the way this is from monthly chart perspective, the downside is quite substantial.
No, see, it depends upon where we are placed. See, we had, if you check the monthly charts here, just check it. We did have shallow correction, and till now we are having shallow correction here also. Till now, we didn't have any deep correction, and we are already into the, when if you take it this way from, this one is, I believe, October 21 top. So we are more or less in a flattish type of a correction, the way we had it at 2018, 19 or 20. Or if you take it this way, that if I show the monthly chart in Just a minute, monthly chart. Nifty. See, this type of correction is quite common. We had it earlier also. Just check it. So I'm still not of the view that such sharp 50% fall or this type of a fall will come up. I'm more inclined to have a correction of this type. I don't know, I might be wrong here, but more or less, see, here also we didn't go anywhere. As I told you that there are certain instances where the market does not go for a couple of years at a stretch, and then again we have a move either up or downside. Perhaps we are in that phase, perhaps, most likely. Got it? So this is on monthly chart. Obviously, weekly you will be able to see it much more significant way, or you might find out some spots, major spots also. And in daily, obviously, day-to-day trading levels can also be made out. That's another thing. But still, till now, I am of this view in a major way. But let's see. Let's hope for the best, because I'm sure that US will be doing something to stem the fall of the banks. And in that case, it will be equivalent to increase in inflation, which might again boost up the commodity stocks. That's the idea.
Sir, one more question. Actually,
Again, that same problem. We are not able to hear you. No, Prag, I'm not able to hear you. It's better that you keep your question on Telegram. I'll just attend to it thereafter. Okay. And let me now go to the questions which have been given to me. Yeah, questions. Well, first question is from Avinash. Avinash, are you here? I believe he's not here. Midweek mein hone se hi problem hoti hai. Anyway, I'll just give the question asked was, I had tweeted that in Nifty during the start of February series, during the start of March series, our OI was something around 1 crore 20 lakhs. Now, this had increased substantially, but from this place onwards, these 2 days, the OI again reduced drastically and had come back to this almost the same level, which was a warning that perhaps somewhere down the line, a top might be made very close by, which might, in fact, even my own expertise was not that much. I was swayed by that we might be having somewhat of a correction, but basically will be on the upside. Let me be honest. But this was a warning, and thereafter OI started to increase with fall in value. एक चीज अविनाश ख्याल रखिएगा इस जगह पर, क्योंकि we do check OI on different types. That is, every day your OI is increasing. This is a way of saying it. If you take it this way, that, well, we had a OI increase of roughly 1% with a 0.5% fall in price. That's also a way of saying it. But somewhere down the line, this is important, that in the entire upside movement, which we saw, more or less upside movement was there in this particular place, the OI had fallen during the last stages, which was a warning. Perhaps the upside might be capped. That was the idea. And on the downside, well, now OI is increasing every other day. There is no reason to believe that the downside is off. And in Bank Nifty, well, Bank Nifty here, what happened is OI remained flat, more or less. Well, you can say this way, 1% of uploading was there. absolute, just a minute. In absolute terms, if you compare from these levels, we are still at a pretty high level. So we can expect that, well, whatever run upside comes, that will be limited in nature till this particular scenario changes and more or less will be on the downside. That is the thing which I was discussing. And if Avinash is here, he can shoot me further questions. Avinash?
Yeah, Dada, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, so basically, just I need just clarification on that. So, as you said, in that shorter up move, the OI did not increase, right?
Right.
But so what reference point do you use for that? So the entire the net OI when the up move started from that level. In this case, it is, I guess, 27 Feb, right? End of Feb. From end of Feb, so from that to 8th of March, that you will see, or the OI change, which was negative for last 2 days, which is 3rd and 6th March.
Exactly. Let's come to compute one by one. From 24th, I will break the price on the chart. From 24th till this level, more or less, halka OI buildup was there, obviously, from 1 crore 20 lakhs to 1 crore 36 lakhs. So that was from 24th of February to 2nd of March. Here is my 24th of February, 27th, 24th of February. Well, this was somewhere here, the expiry took place. Now, 24th of February was here. Then to 2nd of March, the OI buildup took place, right?
Okay.
So I was saying that this, just because this was at a bottom place, might be we may go for short covering. That was the idea which I had.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Now, on 3rd and 6th of March, on 3rd and 6th, I believe 3rd is this one, 3rd and 6th of March, these 2 days particular, the OI had shed rapidly. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm not going month by month. I'm taking it in tranches. It might be in a small, trading band. It might be in an upside or downside, whatever bit, any significant change. That is what I am observing. So in these 2 days, what happened that the OI fell drastically, which was a signal, perhaps ये ऊपर की तरफ अपने को यहाँ पे जाएगी नहीं. Mind it, we are not supposed to act immediately on that place. What we'll be doing is, next day, if you take this particular day, 8th of March, again the OI increased.
Okay.
Where is it? 8th of March, the OI increased again. Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Apparently, it seems, let's take it here. Apparently, it seems that we had closed higher, so it is a long OI.
Okay.
But, so this is the day. 17,771 was the close. Next day close was 17,754, which was 1.1 or 0.2% higher, whatever bit. But once this low is violated, this particular day's low, you can be sure that on this day, the OI created by, suppose, obviously OI is long OI as equal to short OI equal to the net OI.
Right.
But on this particular day, you could be sure that OI created by the guys here, they are winning as regards to the previous day's position. Correct?
Correct.
Now, if the trend continues on the downside, obviously you are short, and this is what happened.
Right.
So it is not that I'm not taking it in one day at a time, or neither I'm trying to see that okay, ye niche kya tha aur yahan se yahan tak kya hua. I'm not taking it that way also. Here, since it is at the bottom of the market, OI has not been created at the upper end. OI has been created at the lower end, and that too in good quantity. Perhaps some short covering can come. And I wrote there also, in the short covering, if the OI increases, we may go higher, right?
Okay.
But
Okay.
if it so happens that in the short covering, the OI fails to increase, in that case, perhaps the top might be in place when the OI when the OI starts falling down or some reversal comes up. From the price chart itself, you can take it. This is the blue one is the 30 period SMA. This blue one is the 30 period SMA. From the price chart, you can make out that the slope of the moving average. Mind it, when I'm talking about slope, it has to be a SMA. The slope of the moving average was down. It had gone up and then again come down. This on this particular day's close, it was a clear sell. I would again say it this way. Here, I made the mistake of not pointing it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So in hindsight, when the low of 8 March broke, that was a signal, means ideal signal for positional short, right?
Right. In fact,
Trend.
on this day morning, also I said that if the low of this day is broken, we should abort that trend. That was
Right.
I gave on the year, but anyway, we do make mistakes on this closing. I should have been alert that the trend is off. But I was
and Dada, one question related to this. So since what we had anticipated was divergence bottom, divergence signal, but in vice versa, as we approach the breakout failure. So in this case, when the low of 26 or 27 broke, that was a easy short signal, right? I guess it was in future of 345, 17,345. This low,
this one.
Yeah.
This is too late. Actually, see, very thing is that you get a gap here. You get a gap here. That
For
itself,
intraday, Dada, for intraday. That
I do agree. That itself is a very good short opportunity. Fine. But the very thing is that you are getting a huge gap here. That gap is not filled. And the stock, again, the price comes below the yesterday's close. That itself should be sufficient that, okay, I should go short immediately.
Okay.
And here it is the early bird catches the worm. By the time the price comes here, you are not enjoying this particular trend. And then again, this downside has come up. Okay. But
because that day it was surprising that the market, I guess, had opened gap up on Monday. So that was on, at least in the morning, it was not short signal, I guess. Market open was gap up despite the news, overnight news.
13th
Monday.
It's okay, fine. If it opens gap up, let it be. But the idea here is that, in this day also, I told you that even though we gap up there, it will be very hard for the market to fill up this one. I recall vividly, it will be very hard for the market to fill up this gap. So we should look out for some sell signals whenever it comes. That's the idea. And it came after 30 minutes on when it started trading in the negative territory. This was the place where it started trading in the negative territory. Thereafter, you had lots of time in your hand.
Okay.
Krishna, you had raised your hand. Any questions?
Yes, sir. Actually, there is a channel, 2 times channel breakout happened, right? And
where?
it has fallen down. I'm gonna share this image.
Yeah,
on
please.
Nifty, sir.
Please do on Telegram itself so that we can discuss. First point, second point, okay, it went up. Yeah, this was a place, this is an important place that it did go up and then again came down. It had shot up so that everybody was under the impression that, okay, upar ka ban raha hai, and that too budget day high has been crossed and all those. But once it came down, that was a sell signal. And here too, yes, you are right, Krishna, that once it came below the inside the channel, then again the sell has come up. And well, certainly you can expect the lower level. And is it coinciding with the gap and all? We have to check out as long as this channel is there. And what is the basis of this channel?
Sir, I did not get, sir. Daily.
Daily charts I do get, but what was the basis? How did you get the midline? That's the first question.
Actually, I only see future, sir. Seeing your chart today, I opened this index. On future, I had a trend line, which I'll share that as well.
Rather, midline comes by default in trading view if you draw a channel.
Oh, okay. That's midline comes by default. Sorry.
Okay. Fine. Got it. So that's okay. The channel is absolutely perfect. And in that case, as of now, we are headed towards the lower end of the channel.
And also
Yes.
PCR is 0.4 for this week and next week.
PCR is 0.4 for this week and next week. That might change any moment.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Shall I go to the next question? Pin risk trade of FinNifty. Amit Chaudhary had asked us. Amit ji, are you there? I believe Mr. Amit Chaudhary is not there. Anyway. The question is, Raju had texted me on Telegram that were we able to catch the move here or not? Raju, in fact, had caught it and so did I. How did we find this particular move? Okay. First of all, let us just at this place, anywhere you say it, we were at around 17, a little above 17,500, correct? This, I believe, is at 11:35 AM and FinNifty spot. Mind it here, we'll be checking out FinNifty spot being the expiry and not the future price. Now, if I go to FinNifty spot and check 17,500, historical FinNifty. Yeah, here it is. Hmm. $11.35. There it is. Yeah, somewhere here. So this was the price of FinNifty put in that time, which is at around 49 rupees, correct? And just because OI was shedding, I was into this particular trade. Okay, I'll be taking up the trade. My stop loss, as per my money management, because I had taken the trade here as well, as per my money management from 45 odd rupees, whatever my trade was here, I had kept it at around 36 rupees. Fine. The trade was on for a considerable period of time till this particular level broke, in which my stop was also taken out. This is the place which I'm talking about. Okay. Now watch here at 12:24:25. What was the OI of 17,500 call? The 17,500 call at this place. Okay. This is it. Okay. Just was the value here. This is the OI which will be generated. At this place was very high and it was around 43 lakh, whatever bit is being shown here, 43 lakhs. Now, once this 17,500 crossed here, just watch it. This one was the VWAP line. This was the low. And since OI is very high, I had gone for this. And this on the upper side from this level, I took the trade at around 63, 64. And on the upper side, it had gone up to 181. I had exited at around 124. That's the idea. Any questions on this?
Actually, we need to look at ATMs only, right? On the expiry.
Let's take it this way. For tomorrow, I'm getting ready to trade for the fin risk. Okay. What I'll be doing is I'll take it this way. Say Bank Nifty is at 39,000. Initially, the OI here is 26 lakhs and OI here is 13 lakhs. This is the very clear to you? Okay, fine. Is everything okay? 16th, yeah. Now, in case, what happens actually in the morning, you'll just see either this or this particular OI might shoot up in a major way, and particularly out of money call or out of money put, OI shoots up in a major way. Okay. Now, as long as the trend is down, that's the way I'm showing you here, that as long as the trend is down, I will not attempt anything. Here is okay. I will not attempt anything. Every 100 points, let's take it this way. We opened here. It went up. So right now, wherever we are checking the 17,700 call. Then it comes down. We will be checking the 17,600. And I'm just going by steps of 100. Then once it breaks the 17,500, obviously 17,500 are a huge OI. So obviously that will have its own effect. Then it's somewhere arrested itself at 17,456. Mind it, at this level, there is no reason to believe that the market is up, and neither am I bullish. Okay, because 17,500 puts have been trapped here. But what is happening is suddenly this upside move comes. The guys who were writing the calls, they were trapped at this level when it crossed the 17,500 mark. And since the OI was very high in wealth, OI was very high, obviously, and they have very little time. It's 12:20. They have to square all the trades by 3:30. Obviously, they have got very little time and they will rush. The pin risk has the best effect when the expiry is very near. And obviously, here the expiry is just 3 hours later. So in that time, the option writers have got very little option to do, because even if they hedge it, even if they hedge to say any other strike price, the values of the other hedges will not be very high. So they have got no other way other than to square the trade. And this is why this particular spurt comes up. Generally, it's very rare. This spurt will be for more than 20 odd minutes. Basically, whatever you get, you'll be getting it in 5 to 7 minutes time. But this is quite handsome amount and it's enjoyable. That's the idea. Got it? Even today, let me just check it. I'll show you. It's not that it has to be on expiry day itself, but the expiry day effects are very strong in nature. Just watch here. 39,500 was a benchmark here. It was going above 39,500 and then again coming down. Today itself in Bank Nifty, that's happened. Okay, I'm talking about around 12, 20, 30 odd PM. This is the place. Let's check what happened in the charts. March 16th put 39,500. All sorry, this is 38. Watch here, the time. The open interest was quite high, 55 lakhs in that time. Okay, it was just trading above the VWAP line. It was below this being the stop. I'm not saying that you take the trade here with this as the stop. Idea here is that, okay, once this starts decreasing, and just see where the first panic button was pressed, that was at this place, 1234. 1234, where were we? This is it. I think this is the one. The first panic bottom was pressed here. Got it? Now here, the reason here is the open interest in that time was quite high and they have just 1 day in hand. So obviously it took its own time, but if it were to happen tomorrow, where you have just got 2 hours or 1 hour or 3 hours left, then in that case, the rate of rise or rate of decrease would happen very fast. This is spin risk. Got it? Any further questions on this? I believe no questions. I'll be shifting to the next question then. Want to understand the concept of futures rollover. Is Shaptarshi here? I believe he is also not here. Anyway. What is rollover, by the way? Anyone?
Square of this expiry and by the next expiry.
Correct. Okay. February, in the month of February, our expiry took place on 23rd of February, correct? Was it 23rd or 22nd?
Twenty-third, sir.
23rd, right. I'm getting confused with the holidays there. Okay, it was 23rd of February, fine. Anybody who knows to calculate rollover?
Oh, sir.
क्यों सर क्यों नहीं जानते हैं? Subrata, do you know how to calculate rollover? Where is Subrata? He has muted himself. भाग गया पक्का. Well, this is Bhav copy of 23rd February, the day February expiry took place. 23rd of February is the timestamp. 23rd of February is the 23rd of February is the expiry date of February expiry. Okay, just what you need to do, you need to add over all three open interests. The sum of all three open interests comes to this value. Okay. Now, rollover is nothing but next month's open interest. Next month means obviously it will be March. Next month's open interest divided by the sum you just made. This is the value. So rollover is 67.69. Got it? And obviously, if you multiply it by 100, you will get the actual figure of rollover. 67.69%. Now, what does it mean? I don't know whether it's updated or not. I think 11th. Okay. I'll be giving you the details where you can just update it till date, but all the same, how to update wo dikha diye, and now I'll be just discussing about the other things. I will give you this particular file that will be much better. What is rollover? You had it this way. Then you have the calculation of rollover. This particular file was made in the month of May, June, July 2013. So it is basically the May month was expiring. So May, the total rollover, total open interest divided by the May month's expiry, that is the open interest. And this is the figure you got. Interpretation of rollover is given written here. You go one by one in details. You'll be getting it. And well, this is the open interest in details. Rollover in details month-wise for Nifty. You go through it. If you have any problems, I'll be coming back to it again. I'll just post it here. 67% rollover is perhaps mean of to go through the entire notes. In case if you have any issues on that or you are not able to understand, please get back to me. But basically, if continuing with the discussion of present month's this particular rollover, 67% indicates that the trend might continue for the next month. Here, what happened? We did have a brief pause. This was 23rd of, where was it? 23rd of February. For the brief period means obviously next 1 week or so. So here the trend did continue on the downside. Here, just take it for brief period means for the next 4-5 days, rather trading days, because open interest is always on a discussion on a short time. So 67 is just nothing but a continuation of this trend. So here the continuation of the trend is a trend was downward, and the continuation of the trend also took place on the downside. In case of extreme rollover, suppose the month has got an extreme, very high rollover from 66 odd percent, it goes up to say, jumps up to say 74, 75%. In that case, be very careful. There might be a reversal on cards. If it jumps down, say from 67%, the rollover has come down to 53, 54%. I've given all the examples there in this particular thing, which I shared just now with you. Go through it. In case the rollover is very low value, say 53, 54%, in that case also, you might expect a reversal in the market. And if we so happen, the best part is if you have something like this, that's this is quite interesting. March, April, May 22. The rollovers are very, very close to each other. देख रहे हैं ना? ये सब जगह पर generally, see, just not that one. You forget the other things. What's this one? Continuously 2 months rollover are very close to each other, 65, 66%. And the market as such from this month till this month has not moved much. That means rollover remaining constant, market is not moving in a major way. You can expect a major strong move in the market the next month. Exactly that happened in the next month. Here it is. Got it? I think it's a new topic to you. Just go through the notes which I have given you, and then we'll be discussing again in details about this particular portion, I believe. Any questions? Well, Shrikant has got some. Is Shrikant here? I think Shrikant is also not here. Elementary questions. Hope you don't mind.
Sir, I'm here, sir.
Oh, yeah, you are there. With your iPhone. That's why I forgot. That's why I'm telling you, no iPhones allowed. Okay. How to distinguish between time-wise and price-wise correction? Okay. You take the example of ITC. Is it going anywhere? Is the stock making new lows or making new highs? No. What was the price? What was the trend before this particular thing started? Well, it was high. This is time correction. Got it? When correction happens, there is no way to say that the correction will be time. When the correction first resumes, there is no way to say that the correction will be time-wise or price-wise. once it starts beginning to happen, in that time, you realize that this is a time correction. It is not a price correction. Okay. And obviously, in this time also, you should not be taking it this way that it will be a reversal for the upside. It can happen that, well, after this correction, it can come down again. So it is always better that if the correction is over or not. So make a band of this type. Now let it go up or let it come down. Then I take the trade. So for this particular stock, I'll be using a band of, if I want to use a broader band, this will be the band. If I want to use a shorter band, you can take it this way. That, well, this is the band. But I would prefer it this way because the longer candle is here, the bigger candle is here. So this lows matter. Basically, this is what is happening in time correction. You can take it this way, 4 to 5% swing either way for 1 or 2 months. And thereafter, the next trend resumes. Mind it, that can be downward, that can be upward, it can be a reversal, whatever be it. Just keep in mind, you have to watch the band which is taking place. And the moves, mind it, the move after the time correction is generally very strong in nature because it's nothing. At this point, we are, the stock price is being compressed, and after the compression, the expansion begins. So obviously, the move will be quite fast in nature. If you go back to Dow, just watch here. This was a price correction at this place. Basically, we were in a trend for almost 3-4 months. And if you make the band, here is the band, and then it goes down. This is it. Got it? Next question from Shrikant was, what indicators behavior pattern indicate these two? Could you please explain the question here again, Shrikant? Mr. iPhone.
So what I meant was, like, see, I got this doubt only by watching this on TV. People were saying कि अभी time wise correction हुआ है, अभी इसका price wise correction हुआ है. So what pattern or in terms of, can I see on the chart, either in terms of candlesticks or indicators, which would tell me what this was? Because from what I just understood from your explanation, it seems to be more of a post-mortem thing wherein we understand this after the event and not when the event is happening.
See, right now the event is flat. So obviously, I'll be strongly saying that it's a time correction. Now, once the breakout or breakdown takes place, I'll be taking a view on the stock. Okay, first. Second, somewhere in between, midway, you understand that we are in a time correction. You cannot say that you are in a time correction on this particular day when the high is being made. You cannot say it here also because it looks like the yahan se ye upar chal jayegi. Somewhere midway, it's not that you will be able to find that, well, are we into time correction now? That you cannot say it in an early stage. After some correction has taken place, this is the time correction which is going on. Mind it, if I have the patience to wait 370 on the downside and 395 on the upside, that is a 25 rupees swing. Watch here. What is the swing here? Here the swing was 345, and on the lower side it was 320, 45, 20 odd rupees. So 20 odd rupees swing, it give you much better result than 20 rupees. So at least the 20 aapko milega hi. Perhaps you can go by Fibonacci retracement, or even if you say this is 1x, 2x, and 3x, you can say that that can be possible projection. And mind it, the longer the time is, the stronger is the next phase. And suppose this time correction is going on for 6 odd months, the way I showed you in Dow. Here the time correction in totality from 9th of November, almost 3 to 4 months. Then it broke down. So here the effects will be much stronger, and strong या weak. ये भी देखिए ना यहाँ पे कितने दिन से थी time correction from 11th of somewhere around 21st of November to 7th of January, 27th of January. So 2 months of year. So 2 months of consolidation. Obviously, you got a good results in that case. Is it not? Got it?
Yes, sir. This ITC example, it was very clear, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, fine. The next, I think we had some more connect. Yeah. Parag and Amit is busy with this China thing. What was your next question?
Sir, my question was there. Just a minute.
Hmm.
These questions are completed. Only
No, his question is now just a minute. Let me complete the other question. I will come back to you, Parag. How to take trading and investment decision at this event? So hope I have answered this question, Shrikant. And what are the common
Haan,
mistakes
sir.
that
Yes,
we may make so that can be avoided? Well, I believe if we had some specific rule to avoid common mistakes, unfortunately, we don't have. An example of current stock, one is ITC going on, the other one is effects of this one on Dow Jones Industrial Average. I believe that both have been taken. And now Parag's question. Yes, Parag, what was your question?
so in the last 1 hour. So Credit Suisse, I think so. It has been factored in. If you look at the
Yes. In the last 1 hour, information about Credit Suisse Bank pressure on American stock market is floating, but looking at the chart of Credit Suisse Bank, one can figure out that negativity about the bank has been almost factored in. Substantial correction technically has factored into the chart. Kindly do look and analyze the chart of Credit Suisse Bank. Is there any price left in Credit Suisse Bank which we can analyze? That is my question.
because this is, I mean, further creating a panic.
Now, idea here is that if these banks default, that would be a major problem. See, just see the history. If these banks default, obviously problems comes up in a major way, is it not? I'm not saying what will happen to Credit Suisse because right now it is in $2 and who will trade for stop loss is $2 on the upside. If Credit Suisse revives, it may go up to 70, 80. That's not the thing. Idea here is that if these banks fail, the effects, the resultant effect on the economy, the resultant effect on the people who have kept their savings there, the companies who have kept their savings there, unless and until they are bailed out by the government, they won't be able to touch the money. Those things are major things, and overall faith in the banking system is major thing. That is why price-wise is...
Yeah, yes, sir.
So price-wise, that's not the factor because we are just at a $2 stock, so doesn't make in any doesn't make sense in analyzing the stock.
Yes,
Now,
sir. That is what I wanted to say. Hardly anything left to analyze on the chart, but what you.
Dada, it's more of a sentiment issue.
exactly, it's more of a sentiment, and it's a major faith issue. The faith has been disturbed. That's the thing. If you just in the evening, I was having a chat with Shubhadev. In 1970, some 1,600 banks had failed in. Just have a look in the Wikipedia app, and I also didn't get time. 1970s, I believe, some 1,600 US banks had failed. So perhaps that itself is a thing to be looked at.
And presently, also in US, there are 900 banks.
Right? There are at least 10 to 12 banks who are at risk of defaulting, but rather the banks might be shut down. That's the thing. Got it? Okay, now the next question. Gairik, is he here? Sir, can we determine the direction of market by looking at individual charts? Anybody to answer this? As Samrat, बहुत देर से आप hands up करके रखे हैं. Any questions from your side? I just missed it.
नहीं सर, आप कंटिन्यू कीजिए. I just have 2 points to ask you.
Yeah.
Whenever you have time, sir. No issues.
Okay, fine. Okay. Just Gairik is also not here today. I'll just answer his questions. Sir, can we determine the direction of the market by looking at individual option charts? Let's take it this way. I take where are the option charts? I go to latest. Here is the example. वहीं पे हो गया. ठीक है. See, Gairik will be seeing the recording. Just watch here. The open interest is continuously rising. As long as open interest is rising, this is as basic we had discussed, I believe, earlier also. As long as this open interest is rising, the put sellers are more or less in comfortable position. So if put sellers are more or less in comfortable position, they are not expecting, let's take it this way, they are not expecting the market to fall in any major way. Now, once they trigger the panic bottom, that is the how do we understand they have triggered the panic bottom? That is the open interest starts reducing, and that would be a major signal that the put sellers are in trouble. Now, mind it, I always say it is the buyers and the sellers whom we have to track, or the losers or the winners which you have to track. Here, open interest in option prices, whenever open interest increases, we believe that the option writers have created this open interest because they are stronger from the point of view of finance. So here, once the open interest starts reducing, the 39,500 put writers are in problem. So hence the open interest is reducing as well as the price is increasing. So this signals that the direction might be down for the market as the put price is increasing. You can see the same thing and in call. Well, this was an example of 3900 call. Now I won't be taking the 3900 call. I'll show you from 39,500 call. Watch here. Because at one point of time, this was in the money. So when it was in the money, though the price was decreasing and was below the VWAP line, the price open interest continued to rise. And well, at the end of it, this type of fall is because of the intraday traders squaring a position. But here, what is happening? The open interest is increasing. It is below the VWAP, and obviously that is a bearish signal. So you can make, Gairik is not here. You can, today morning he asked that you can make out the direction of the market by looking at individual option charts. And today morning he asked, and I told him that the conventional technical tools should not be applied here. Please do not apply RSI stochastics or MACD on this RSI stochastics or MACD on this chart. Always just two tools. One is VWAP and the other one is open interest chart. That's all. Can we discuss IT index in today's meet? Why not, Varij? But
So can I ask you a follow-up question on that before we move to the IT question?
Sure. Please.
When you show the chart, it was on a 5-minute time frame. Can similar inferences also be made on, say, a 30-minute or a 1-hour thing to show a slightly more positional view?
Yes, you can do it. You can do it in any way. The time frame doesn't matter here. You'll get the same results. You will get the same results. Only thing is that, the only thing is that you are getting more number of bars there. That is helping you for day trading, but you will be getting the same results. Okay, we are not analyzing from RSI or MACD or anything of that perspective. We are analyzing on VWAP. VWAP is same across all time frame. We are analyzing on open interest. Open interest is a value which is separate from the price. So obviously you will get the same thing. Only your chart's direction, ये जो आपके यहाँ पे आ रही है, it will take 1 full hour to realize that well it has turned down. or 1 full hour to realize it is going up. Is it not? Because the bar will be complete after an hour. So by that time, the game will be over. And obviously, this type of moves are generally for help you for intraday or very short-term trading. In that case, the earlier you interpret the signal in you is better for you. Okay.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Next question was from, yeah, Barij, I believe you are also not here. आज सबको फाइन देने पड़ेगा जो नहीं है क्वेश्चन देके. Can we discuss IT index in today's meet? Why not?
और जो बिना क्वेश्चन पूछे भी मौजूद है उनको क्या मिलेगा रिवार्ड सर?
अरे आप तो शुरू में चुप थे, इसका मतलब आप बहुत लेट में पहुंचे हैं. गुड इवनिंग.
नहीं सर, मैं 2 मिनट के लिए बाहर गया था, 8:02 पे मैंने ज्वाइन कर लिया था.
ओके. चलिए, नहीं आप तो हमेशा मोस्ट रेगुलर स्टूडेंट आप रहे हैं. चलिए इसी का आप रिप्लाई दीजिए ये क्वेश्चन का. व्हाट डू यू फील? मूविंग एवरेज डाल दे रहे हैं ऑन आईटी इंडेक्स. Oh, Viraj is already there. It's network issues. That's why he's not talking. Okay, Alok ji, आप बोलिए.
डाउनवर्ड ही है सर.
डाउनवर्ड है. एक ही चीज थोड़ा सा हमको हमेशा घबराहट होती है कि 200 दिन का मूविंग एवरेज में 1-2 दिन थोड़ा वेट कर जाना बेटर है. हाउ इट इज बिहेविंग, बट बेसिकली द ट्रेंड इज बाय एनी मींस डाउन. Without a shade of doubt, the trend is down. We had the first. We had the first.
कैंडल क्लोज हुई है 200 के नीचे.
Second day candles close. We have कल का अचानक ऊपर चल गया तो then I don't know. But yes, obviously the trend is down and intermediate term is down. It has broken the 200 day. You can keep it this way any manner because this is a reference index. You won't be trading in this. Based on this, you might take a trade in the other stocks of IT. So you can say it this way: if the index closes above the 200 SMA, I might think of taking long position in IT. That I would say would be a very good idea. Now, yes, Shrikant, you had asked me about this time-bound correction, correct? That's interesting. One more thing which I'm
हाँ
showing you. देखिए इस जगह पे गौर कीजिए. In this IT index also we had a time-bound correction here. Now that was a very short time. You could have realized that okay, नीचे का ये जगह and this is the place on ऊपर का, okay, sort of a flag or something of this type. This is also time-bound correction, but a very small time frame. This cracked on the downside. Okay. Normally what happens is flag तैयार होने के पहले माने you had the move from this place to this place, then the flag came up, so you can expect whatever be the distance here, you can expect so much dip in the index in coming days. Obviously downward का जो होती है कि थोड़ा सा आपको ऊपर के रखना पड़ेगा. That is the idea. So here basically, Varish, to coming to your question, I would say it this way: if it closes, a perfect closing is required. If it closes above the 200 SMA, might be you can take a long trade in any of the other IT counters. Till that, better to avoid. As of now, it seems that some room is left for the downside move. Did I make any mistake? Yeah, थोड़ा सा भी बाकी. But all the same, I would also bring to your notice, this is also important. Any of you notice this one? ये सब चीज हमेशा हम देखते रहते हैं. These are the external factors. देख रहे हैं रुपये की हालत क्या हो रही है. And this is never good for banks, and this might prove good for IT. I don't know. Perhaps a day or two will give you a result, but certainly there is a possibility that a breakout may take place. Rather, for rupee, a breakdown may take place. So people are talking about DXY going to such and such place. That will be a reversal. ये रही आपकी DXY, ये भी अपना 6 मानना बैठ गया. Got it? So based on that, but one thing is that if there is a general slowdown, whether the dollar goes to whichever levels or not, but पता नहीं IT stocks उस समय कितना क्या करेगा. You go to the stocks one by one. All are in doldrums. I think this will give you a better idea with all the moving averages and all. No. Shrikant, you asked for 1 or 2 examples. See, I'm showing you so many examples. Watch here. This is also a type of time-bound correction, rather a flag formation. Got it? And then it's on the downside again. Was the first downside from this level? Many take it this way regarding the projection. Many take the lower end and then deduct from here. Okay. I tend to take the higher end and then deduct, just to be on safe side, nothing more than that. Okay. Varij, I believe I've answered your questions. If you have any network issues, you can just convey any questions on the Telegram channel itself if you have any. Then I'm going to the next question. The other discussion on gold silver chart looks interesting. Where is Thani Guy? Thani Guy, are you here?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Dada, I'm available, Dada.
You are available, right?
Yes,
I
yes,
saw
Dada.
you.
Especially silver and gold, considering this USD INR breakout, probably that may be a good one. So that's the reason.
Yeah, obviously. Fine. We'll be discussing that. Gold. Want to say it in gold futures in MCX? Or
In gold in capital.com, Dada, it will be in dollars.
now you want to say it in US market or Indian market? Both are same.
US market, Dada.
Obviously, Sona hota hai. Nilanjan is not here. He said it the other day. It's going up and going up in a massive speed. That's the best part. RSI is well placed. Dekhiye, MACD is also good. And ADX, PDI, MDI. See, in fact, reversal had come over 3 or 4 days, and this gap up on this day, that it shall, at least this high should be taken out. This high. 58847, not bad. घर में बीबी लोग बहुत खुश होगी.
Yes, in fact, ADS started moving up. Even when you see in US markets as well, the same thing is there. Even
No,
weekly
gold,
charts as well.
same thing has to be there because same thing has to be there because after all, Sona is Sona.
In fact, on weekly charts as well, ADX has started moving up, Dada.
Is it?
Yeah.
ADS has just started to move. See, this is important. This one, see, just kiss and the kissing of PDI and MDI. Thereafter, just it turns upward. This is quite important. Got it? It was supposed to cross each other, right? On this day, PDI, MDI, which didn't happen. MDI came down, PDI was flat, then it again moved up. This is a very good signal that a fast move for a short time might come. I believe I saw this same signal in another last week only in Nifty. Yeah, just watch it. It was about to crisscross each other, the PDI, MDI, then it came down. The MDI had already given a signal, then upside move began. Once you realize that the MDI is again moving up, you can expect fast moves. Just like that, gold also same thing happened. Yes, presently in upside move, at least the high should be tested. That's what I feel. Okay.
Yes, in fact, silver as well, I believe.
Do you trade in the metal, this commodities? Silver,
Not much, Dada. In fact, last week only I bought a good amount of silver ETF because in silver ETF, RSI there was a positive divergence, and
yes.
ADX crossover. दादा
Okay.
आपका formula एकदम it worked very well दादा. So I bought yesterday, in fact last week Friday, and now with a good returns.
Very good, very good. Now see, regarding silver, I'm not that hopeful. I'll tell you why. This happens to be quite a major distribution line, distribution zone. Okay.
Yes.
So if such a strong distribution takes place, rather here too again that same time correction. Now today Shrikant should give me a special copy because I'm showing him so many examples.
Sir, pakka, sir.
So this was a time correction and then it came down. Obviously, I would be expecting the price to have some resistance at around this zone before the next. Got it? And watch here, ADX, what has happened to ADX? Is the ADX moving up or down? ADX moving down says that this downside move is over. Okay.
Yes.
Now it may go into a trading zone. So if it goes into a trading zone, perhaps this will be a place where it might be resistance on the upside. Got it?
Yes, Dada. Yeah.
Discussion on gold, silver charts. Charts looks interesting. That's it. And now, Samrat, what was your question?
Sir, actually, some observation. I want your views on that.
Okay.
I am still struggling with my trading patience and all, so I'm trying to shift gears. Sir, if you open trading view and Nifty and Bank Nifty, the moves are happening so fast nowadays. I was just using a couple of indicators. One was half trend. Okay, it actually helps. If you remember, sir, I posted in Telegram also. I wanted your view on that. It actually helps to give you entry signal. Okay.
Okay.
Intraday basis, which actually helps to reduce the number of trades.
Okay.
Uptrend with pivot points
Can you
and
repost it
RSI.
again? Samrat, can you repost it again so that I can have a look at it?
No, I will post it, sir, in the Telegram. I will post it because I have not mentioned the indicators over there earlier when I said I want your view on this.
No, actually, the idea here is that in that case, what happens is that you just give me a screenshot. I do not have the liberty of checking right side and left side. If you give me, you do one thing, you can even give the link, but just do it this way. ऐसा होता है क्या? Copy link to the chart image, right? You are getting it?
I don't know, sir.
This is the place. Copy link to
the chart image. Okay, I will do that, sir.
And post it clear. Post that link itself. In that case, what happens that I can open it in my trading view and check the details from left right thoroughly. That will give me
from where that copy link to the chart image was coming, sir.
I'll just show you. Are you able to see the circle which is coming and going?
Yes.
Are you able to see it on the right side?
Okay.
Just on the left side of publish, there is a camera.
Okay. Copy.
And here it is copy link to the chart image.
Okay, sir. And second thing is, sir, on a positional basis, okay, if I want to change the stance, then is it you have seen charts for so many number of years, sir, right? So I've given that link, sir, in Telegram.
Right,
so
right.
what I want to understand is generally what I'm seeing is if we divide the time frame of a month, okay, I don't know whether I'm saying it right or wrong, but that's what I have been seeing for the last 6 to 8 months. Now you have seen it for years. Till from 9th or 10th till 17th or 18th, the move is on a downward basis. After that, it again changes the move to, if there is a quarterly result or something coming up, then the move is upward till 1 month from there.
You are talking about time cycle.
Yes, I mean on the charts, sir. If I go to the daily chart,
see, if there would have been a time cycle technical analysis, market would have been very easy. So I don't believe that there is a time cycle.
Okay, sir.
Money. if you have a time cycle, suppose if I take it this way, that every time whenever such a fall comes up from 22, it goes to 20, which is 10%, say. And it will invariably happen. Then everybody would have gone short in silver here, and everybody would have covered here. Nobody would have traded it.
Sir, commodity and all I have not seen, sir. Only Nifty and Bank Nifty.
No, you can be rest assured in Nifty also. It's all the same. You cannot have a time cycle.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Because very thing is that if see, you can have a repetition of pattern. Pattern is not a definite thing. That's all. Let's stick to that only. But you cannot say that हर बार 8 तारीख से 17 तारीख तक जिस तरफ जा रही है उसी तरफ जाते रहेगी, या हर बार 17 तारीख से 17 से 25 तक बोर करेगी, 25 से 30 तक वन साइड मूव होगा. That you cannot say.
So initially I thought that end of the month से starting first week of the month वो जो mutual funds and all maybe some moves come in the positive direction, but ये middle of the month वाला मुझे last 2-3 महीने से दिखा तो I thought maybe I will ask.
No. And whenever you see last 2-3 महीना, you are fooling yourself. हमेशा ख्याल रखिएगा, your back testing should be at least of 10 years.
At least of 10 years. Okay, sir.
2-3 महीना will never give you a good result. Okay.
Positional बनने का कोशिश कर रहा हूँ sir by any means.
हाँ, so that's a good time, but the cycle right now is not favoring the positional trade because overall we are in a downtrend and we have to abide by it.
Okay.
Positional is always good. See, let me tell you, you guys are too much busy with other stocks and all. What I'm doing is only one thing. I'm having short position in this particular stock. And see, the reason is also there.
Okay, sir.
Got it?
Got it.
So you just see that, okay, but more or less the projection should come to this level. Not necessarily you'll be getting it in total. Like, let's say we just discussed today in details in ITC. ITC is having a flat move. Okay. Okay, what I did was, what we discussed just now was we made the lines here, and you might be inclined to make the line here from this level, or say I am a bit conservative and I might be inclined to make a line from here. Okay, once the breakout or breakdown, whichever way it takes place, that will go for a few days. Okay. So in that time, if you have time in your hand, say this breakdown takes place at middle of the month, whichever say it takes place on 25th of March. So 25th of March is almost end of the month. So straight away go to the next month and take the target, take the trade. If the breakout takes place, that also can be done. Okay, fine. Next month अगर call खरीद ली या future खरीद ली, कुछ भी कीजिए, that will give you results.
Okay.
Like the one I was showing you, Reliance. See, the way it fell from this level, it was showing you, okay, up and down hogi, but we have got a room for downside. Got it? There is another reason why I was bearish in Reliance. Can anybody tell me about the reason for it? गौर कीजिएगा.
Higher lows.
No. Just watch this one. It was a trend line with 3 points, correct?
Yes.
This rise slope of the breakout was not strong. Okay, first. Second, it confirmed when it closed below the trend line again. So moving below this particular point, whatever bait, you can take this day's low, you can wait for the close or whatever bait. That was a signal something is wrong in Reliance. If you have who was discussing with me with Nifty with this chart?
Yes, sir. Nifty.
Yeah, Nifty, huh? So we had a breakout of sorts. Failure of this breakout, I think this line has been drawn wrongly. Where is that? You posted it here, no? Dekhiye. It had gone above the channel and again came below the channel. Just watch this particular day. Watch it. So this was a failure of the breakout. That gave you a strong sell signal. Here too, this was a failure of the breakout. That gave you a strong sell signal. Mind it, always keep in mind, any failure of breakout will give you a strong sell or buy signal. And based on that, suppose in the initial stages only, I was discussing about banks. चलिए ड्रॉ कर दे रहे Now see, here we just in the beginning of portion of our this one of our Zoom meet, we were discussing that it has broken down. Now, what will be the sign of failure if it closes above this line? Correct? अगर ये कहीं हुआ, so just be rest assured that we will be getting a strong blasting move on the upside, because that would be a signal of a failure. Okay. So watch out for these signs. That would be very good way to trade. And Samrat, you are right that you can shift to positional, but wait for pakka signal in any one of them. Then like Tata Steel, there is a story. We were discussing it just a little back. Tata Steel, there is a story, but use the moving averages, use the breakout or breakdown point, and then see if we have a move or not. You can take it for 2-3 days. That would be fine. I always suggest that do not be hell-bent on taking the trade in Nifty and Bank Nifty. If you find good opportunities in others, so be it, that those are very good places to trade. Okay, so any other questions? Samrat?
No, nothing else, sir. Thank you. Thanks for the views.
That's it for
and
today.
I've sent you the link also, and I've sent you
Yeah.
something personally. So whenever you get time, sir, please have a look. That's it.
Okay, sure. Okay. And Kiran, if you can find time, can you give me a call after the after the Zoom meet is over? I've got some personal things to discuss with you. Okay. I'll just go through the link. I opened it. This is only the picture which is coming. I want the link so that my will open. I'll see to it all the same.
Sir,
Yes.
I copied the link, sir, actually.
I got it, but I think I made a mistake of telling you to show this one. So let me see if I copy link. Yeah. No, the image is coming here. The
Image is
same
coming
set
up.
is- same set is not coming. Anyway, I'll just have a look at it and then let back to you. Okay. So that's it for today. Shall we say Janagana Mana for the day?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay, good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Good
Thank
night.
you
Good
very much, sir. Good night.
Welcome. Good night, all.
Thank you,
sir.
Achha, one more thing. I will not be available over the weekend because I'll be going to Pune for this one, TECMA conference and all. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, then. Bye. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night.